Oh god, we are playing Whitemane. We are playing Sally Whitemane. We gotta do some healing. Some cool healing is gonna be done. New hero. Exciting stuff. Yeah. I mean, our team isn't the greatest. Like, we have two huge, like, burst damage healers. And then some other stuff. Like, Anubarak isn't, like, the most survivable of tanks. So it's gonna be really hard to keep that thing alive. Also, I don't know, really. Like, as Whitemane, maybe Whitemane is, like, the new Anubarak healer that will make him powerful or something. But, like, Anubarak is just so squishy. You just like squash that Beetle and he's just gone. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But like Zeratul, Asmodan, that should kind of work, right? Like we got some Void Prison combos into Asmodan, Keltas, Flame Strikes and whatnot. That can play out so well. I played Whitemane in like quick matches a couple of times. She's quite something. Like, you end up doing crazy damage. Oh, I'm also using the Whitemane announcer too.
I will purge your corruption from this realm.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. So yeah, I mean, let's do this. So the way she functions is how disciplined priest would function in like World of Warcraft right now. Except all of her abilities are named differently for some reason. Like, for example, her Inquisition is basically penance, and her Zeal is atonement from WoW. And then this is Smite, kind of like that. And then Desperate Plea is Plea. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna try to heal these people up. So the way it works, like, you only spend mana on your Qs. Okay, that was bad. You only spend mana on your Qs, everything else is completely free. And every time you do damage to people, your stuff actually heals your allies. And any kind of damage, like you got spell damage, you got basic attack damage, any damage you're able to put out will heal them quite significantly. So whenever like playing versus her, like you really gotta try and avoid all of the damage, otherwise it's just gonna be quite something. So the builds I have tried on her were like a W build was actually a lot of fun, like penance build, but for this game I just kind of wanted to try this E build. So every time somebody is crowd controlled and I land my thing on them, it will do like crit damage, and that crit damage means that they will be healed for more and things like that, right? That's pretty crazy. You gotta be very careful with how you spend your mana though. It's really hard to run out of mana, but it's still possible. So just like make sure not to do that. You will always see like an indicator for how much mana your next healing will consume, like it's blue and like pink like that. So it's very like easy to judge what are you trying to do and whatnot. So like right now I'm just like, I feel so damn powerful. Like I'm just constantly spamming out healing, and it just keeps healing. It just keeps healing. That's great. Right now level 4 is where you actually start to regenerate some mana. Until level 4 you are just like super mana hungry, so you gotta be careful. I'm talking about mana way too much. But now, Indulgence. Indulgence is gonna regen some mana. So every time this thing hits a hero, it will give us like 10 mana, I think, yeah. And then when the second strike hits a hero, it will give us even more mana. So you can definitely like make sure that you regenerate as much mana as possible, as you need, as you want. Also, playing against Ana is actually a lot of fun because you can kind of control when your healing happens. So her healing reduction is actually really easy to avoid as Whitemane. But like right now we are kind of matching her healing, and she was healing like 2-3 people with her all the time. Me, it was just like Keltas and like Zeratul sometimes would show up. So obviously we are getting less numbers, but it's gonna be great. Like the moment the teamfights start, it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, just keep remembering, like I gotta keep I need to remember that Righteous Flame, our E, will do more damage to crowd controlled people. so I gotta make sure that I'm like on top of that. I should have used my E there, that would have probably healed him way more than my W, because they were all clumped up like that, and that would result in just some crazy healing for Zeratul there. So this like desperation, the more you spam your Q, the higher the mana cost will be, and like it amplifies super fast. Like there isn't actually a cooldown on your desperate plea, so if you just spam like 5 seconds in, you're gonna have no mana. You gotta be careful about that, of course. Okay, so right now I'm like at 2 stacks, which is, oh no, the healing reduction. That was like a very well timed healing reduction from Ana there. I'm gonna slow down this guy. So your penance, your W, Inquisition, it will actually slow people down when you activate it on them. So yeah, you can use it to like establish a gank or something like that. Pretty easy stuff. Right now I'm thinking about going for Unstoppable because they have a lot of crowd control, and I can like actually like Unstoppable will prevent taunt from happening. But I really like Fanatical Power. Like you activate that thing and you have 50% extra healing, extra damage, extra everything. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. As long as you have like some guaranteed setup from your teammates, you can just blow people up. We're gonna do kind of like an aggressive build, a bit like hybrid-like maybe? No, not really. I don't know. I don't know like what this build would be classified as. It's just kind of weird. It's just okay. That's not gonna happen. He saw us coming. Oh, it is happening. Something is happening at least. Oh damn, that was too late. Damn, that was too late. Keltas is so far the hardest person to heal. Like they just jump on him and immediately blow him up. Also like they use the whole... I don't know why Anubarak is split pushing. Like out of all things that could be happening right now, split pushing Anubarak isn't really my idea of amazing team play. Okay, I can survive this. For a bit. Oh no, actually no. Well, I survived it for a bit. If somebody showed up there and punished them for the dive, they would have died, but we were split pushing for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like I really don't understand why that was a thing that we were trying to do there. I guess to get some levels, but we don't need levels. Like we just had to hold it, look for kills, and
won't be long before they charge us.
Split pushing. And this is the crazy damage Whitemane can do. You just blow up people. You just activate your Fanatical Power, 50% extra spell power, and things just die. It's wonderful. So at level 10 I will go for Divine Reckoning. So far, I definitely enjoyed more than the other thing. I actually haven't tried Scarlet Aegis, and I understand where its power will be. Like you immediately spread your zeal, your atonement to everybody, right? And then you just heal them with your basic abilities. But Divine Reckoning is just so good at healing people who are already having zeal active. Oh, there are like 4 people here, I should be careful. So it's also really good at making sure that you're alive. Oh, like for example right now. And this is what Whitemane can do. You just let them in. You just drop your Divine Reckoning, make sure that there's a zeal active on yourself. They even had healing reduction on me, and I still was able to like heal myself up right after it wore off, which is... Man, that's crazy. The fact that things like that are possible is just absolutely insane. Just absolutely insane. Okay, are we okay here, guys? Let's try not to die.
How I despise this place.
There's a Phoenix coming in. Okay, it's all good. Okay, my teammates are alive. So yeah, we just need to win the next objective. We didn't lose almost anything from this one. In fact, we are ahead. We're ahead, which yeah, that's crazy, really. What the hell is that? What was the point of? That was interesting. Okay, man. At level 16, after we get our actual level 20, Purge the Wicked. That's like that thing is so much fun. It's basically like a death sentence to somebody, and you heal your allies by issuing it. So yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, man. I wish I had my level 13 there. That would have been so fun. At level 13, I will have the ability to root people if I overlap my Inquisition and Searing Lash. And yeah, we're gonna do just that. So there we go, harsh discipline. Basically, if you have your Inquisition active on somebody and they are hit by your Searing Lash, they will get rooted. And that's a mosh pit. My god, Zeratul, why would you do that to me? Please wake up, please wake up. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, that was so bad. I should not have walked up to Zeratul like that, because I tried to heal him, but he blinked into me and, well, it went downhill from there.
The Inquisition progresses.
It went downhill from there. Oh, we lost like such a huge advantage that we had here. There we go, that's how the root triggers. You can just like set it up quite easily, just by using your stuff. Man, you can't like... They are always outside of my range. So like, if you immediately spam like E and then W, it will like inevitably root them if you landed your thing. Oh, wake me up, please, please wake me up. Okay, Aze. Okay, it's all good. I will have some mana back the moment we can land our E's on enemies. Okay, nobody is grabbing it? Cool, I'm gonna do it, don't worry guys. Okay, they can't do that anymore, so I'm gonna zone. I'm gonna zone. Cool stuff. Cool stuff.
Blessings of the cleansing light.
I need to... Oh, there is no fountain though. But the cool part is that Searing Lash costs no mana, and you can like spam it incredibly consistently. Nobody shall die! Not on my watch! Look at how deep they went into Keltas there, and they just weren't able to secure the kill. That's crazy. Man, it's insane. It's insane what you can do. And the root on Phoenix, no escape. Whitemane is just a miracle worker. Like, I love it. Like, the coolest part for me is that she's an archetype of a hero, of like a class, a healing mechanic that I absolutely like love. Like, healing by doing damage is like the best thing ever, like seriously. It's so fun to do and just so rewarding, and look at that, oh my god, it's so good. Like, we saved Zeratul and we killed them in the process, and our damage, look at our damage. We are doing just as much damage as a damage healer would. Well, maybe a little bit lower, but it's still crazy, right? And she scales with this objective, I just realized it. Like, by standing inside this objective, I will do more damage, and that means more healing for my allies. More healing for my wonderful allies. Rooted the Phoenix there, just doing the Lord's work here. So this thing will reduce the cooldown, right? Second strike hits a bit harder, and the cooldown reduction happens if good things are happening, good things like that. Maybe I should not have done that, or maybe I should have done that. Who knows? Who knows even? Who knows even? The only thing I know is that we are just doing some crazy thing.
Well done, champion.
I thought people would help me and they decided not to. Okay. That was completely my fault. I don't know. I thought that maybe I could kill the... Not kill the variant, but I was like, I'm gonna heal myself up. And the plan was to disengage, and I definitely was not on the same page there. And Divine Reckoning is kinda useless versus one target, so it's like meh. It's like meh. Like you would think that using Fanatical Power while you have been focused, like that's the fun part here. You would think that it's like a huge downside because, well, you lose 25 armor, you take 25% more damage from all the sources, but you also gain 50 spell power. So if you're able to heal, then 50% extra healing overweighs that 25% damage armor loss. So it's like,
Truth cannot be
it's just a
erased.
perfect offensive defense, offensive healing kind of a
If I
hero.
must.
Like if you are able to dish out constant damage, like stay safe and just like make sure that you do as much damage as possible whenever the hell you want to, and you can just make magic happen. Like she's just like, I haven't even played her too much, but the games I played have been a lot of fun. And we have rooted EGC, no escape from that. We have the cooldown back on our E. That's the other thing, you want to spam your Searing Lash as much as possible. Like it doesn't have a big cooldown, and it does a lot. It does a lot for you. So just make sure that you use it as much as you can, because it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Triple kill. Oh man, this team is actually really freaking good. Oh, also you don't have to activate your Fanatical Power before casting spells. Like you can drop all of your spells and then enable Fanatical Power, and then when they connect and do the damage, it will be empowered. So that's like a small little trick to maximize the damage potential and healing potential for you. Whitemane is just fun. She's just fun to play. You definitely need like a good team with her. But yeah, she does crazy things. And I haven't really performed too well this game, though. But it was weird, like we were kind of... Sometimes we were split in really weird ways, where it was hard to heal people. But whenever were those times where just the whole enemy team shows up, tries to kill somebody, and then you just drop an ultimate on top of them, they are all burning, and your ally is healing from that. It just feels so good. Like, it just feels good playing her. I don't know, maybe that's because I'm so starved for like a new interesting healer that I really like her. But at the same time, like, I don't know, like she just does the numbers. Like, look at my damage. My damage compared to Zeratl's damage, except I'm also healing. Like, isn't that crazy, right? Like, isn't that crazy? She's amazing. Like, I love her as a healer. You definitely need like a good team with you, because sometimes people do not necessarily understand how she works. So like, they complain that you don't heal them, even though you're like trying to. Like, they expect you to just drop a huge heal on them like an Uther would. But you can't really do that. Like, you will drain your mana instantly if you would try to do that. I guess you will drop the heal eventually, right? But you will end up having 0 mana afterwards, so that's not fun. So like, yeah, what am I trying to say here? You need teammates who like understand and like want to play with you as a hero in order to make her work. When you see this like brilliant light shining onto somebody, that means that she has her zeal on them, her atonement, and whenever she will do damage, they will be healed. So like, both teams need to play around that. Like, your ally team needs to understand, oh, I have this light shining on me as a Zeratul, I can go in and be aggressive, maybe set something up, because Whitemane will drop a spell and probably heal me. If she doesn't, that's not my fault as a Zeratul, right? Like, it just, she missed her skill shot or something like that. She didn't heal me, that's her fault, right? But if she did hit her skill shots, now we are, instead of like being behind and me trying to like save myself, we can actually turn on them and kill them all, because now I'm full health as a Zeratul and enemies are at half health, and we are now like establishing like the pressure on them, right? So things like that, like those are the very like intricacies of playing with Whitemane. And like I'm talking way too much for only having played 3 games as her, but I feel like I get her mechanic, and I understand how to play with her, against her, as her, like all of those things, because I just really like this mechanic, like healing by doing damage, and her skill set is also very intuitive to me. Like I played my very first match and it was like just a snowball win, and I felt like an incredibly powerful healer, even though I haven't read her abilities. I never touched anything, just like a random talent build that I just made up on the spot, and like it was just a very, very smooth game, because her skill set is just so intuitive to me. And I think it's just like very well designed. Like all of her abilities make sense, and they also reflect the abilities of a discipline priest from WoW. So like if you know how that works, you probably know how Whitemane works, right? There are definitely like there's definitely some like new stuff that like isn't in WoW and like all of that nonsense, but it's pretty much the same. And again, I just want to like stress it, because she is so much fun to play. Oh my god, it's crazy. Probably my new favorite healer, honestly. I just need to like get lucky and play her a bunch, cause so far I've been like less pick all the time and all of that nonsense, and it wasn't really working out too well in my favor playing her. So yeah, can't wait to play more of her. Like really, like she's fun. She's fun as hell.